Welcome back to my channel. How's it going? How are you? Today we have the fourth day of Weekendween. The fourth day. So it's Halloween day. Do you feel it? Do you feel the spookiness in the air? I feel it. I'm gonna go to a cafe close to my house. I want to go get some coffee. I want to get some pastries. I want to sit down and read a little bit. Put in my extensions. As you can see, I thought I was gonna do my makeup, but I'm feeling very, very lazy, so I don't think I'm going to actually. Anyway, in terms of reading though, I started 2 books. I woke up and I was like, what am I gonna read today? What am I gonna do? It's like, it's such a beautiful special day. I look crazy. Beautiful special day. Let me fix this 1 second. There we go, that's better. I was like, what am I gonna read, etc. So then I was on Google. This is like as soon as I woke up. I went on Google and I googled horror novellas. I saw The Vessel by Adam Neville, which is like his newest sort of book. I didn't know what it was about, but I saw that it was available on Kindle Unlimited. I've had the Kindle Unlimited subscription unintentionally for like 6 months. I literally signed up for the free trial. I forgot to cancel it, so they charged me. So I was like, oh, I need to cancel that. And I just keep forgetting, but I was like, okay, how lucky is it that I still have Kindle Unlimited? So I started reading The Vessel by Adam Neville. I read the first like 7 chapters, I believe. The ebook, it's like 170 pages or something like that. It's like not long at all. But then I was like, okay, this is like a physical read because there's no audiobook for it, or even like a physical book. I mean, I think you could have bought the physical book, but I didn't. It was like a special edition thing. There was only like 200 copies, blah, blah, blah. Started reading it. And then I was like, well, I should have an audiobook as well. A bunch of people in my comment section of today's video, like day 3, were like, don't read Woom. Don't read it. It's like literally disgusting. It's gross. But then some other person was like, it's so fucking good. And I was like, I don't know which way to go. I downloaded Woom. Also, I spent an ungodly amount of time looking for the physical copy. Could not fucking find it. Searched for probably a good half hour. I looked through all of these fucking books. I looked through all the books that I have over there. Nothing. I looked all over the house. Nothing. No idea where it is. So, fuck me and my drag. I started listening to it. Anyway, my general thoughts so far on both of these books, because I think I want to continue reading both of them. I only have about an hour and a half left on Woom because it's like a very short book. It's only like 3 hours long in terms of the audiobook. I kind of got a red flag from it already. We start out in Woom with this guy. He's like in a motel room, right? He's just like, you know, sitting, and he seems kind of macabre. And also this hotel room / motel room seems pretty fucking gross. He calls like the local escort agency, right? He's like, hey guys, can you send me like a prostitute? Thank you so much. Are they still called prostitutes? A sex worker? And then they're like, okay, cool. And then he's like, make sure that she's fucking fat. Like last time you guys didn't send me a fat one, and I want like a fucking fatty. Immediately. Red fucking flag. Because people who are like fetishists and shit for like fat people, like I get it, like I don't want to kink shame, but also I was like, ugh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, because honestly, if he kills the fat girl, I will be upset. The sex worker, she arrives and he's like, okay, cool. She's like fat. That's great. She shows up and she's like, yeah, like trying to like start the process of them fucking. And he's like, nah, I'm fine. We'll get to it. And she's like, okay, well, more money for me, I guess. So then he's like, oh, can I ask you a few questions? And she's like, what the fuck is this survey for? I'm here to have sex with you and leave. Like, what the fuck? Which is like, fucking fine, like whatever. Starts asking her a bunch of questions, and then he asks her if she believes in ghosts, and she's immediately like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, like fuck this is weird. And then he's like, no, stay, it's just like because my mom died in this room. And she's like, oh, that's sad. I was like, that's even creepier. Like if somebody was like, do you believe in ghosts? And I was like, ooh. And then they were like, my mom died here, I'd be like, I'm leaving, I'm getting the fuck out. Like I don't know why she was like, you poor thing. It was weird. Anyway, then they're talking about supernatural stuff, and she's like, yeah, I believe in ghosts, blah blah blah. And then she starts talking about how she's met even like weirder people. She's had even more strange encounters than this one, even though it seems pretty strange. He's like, oh, like probably not as strange as like some things that have like happened in this room. Like, and she's like, I doubt it. Like I've seen a lot of fucked up shit. And he's like, no, like, do you want me to tell you about some of them? He then starts telling her a story. And I'm like, is this what the book is? Is this the book? Like this guy telling this sex worker about creepy stuff that happens in this hotel room. Like, I would say I'm enjoying it, but only on a very like superficial level. I'm not like living, laughing, loving. I'm just kind of like, okay, this is like, this will do, you know? I think I will finish it though, depending on how fucked up it gets. So far, it's gotten like gross, but it hasn't been like fucked up. Stunning. So as for The Vessel I'm interested in. The Vessel seems like my kind of thing. It kind of reminds me of like The Visit, but only in the fact that like the antagonist or like the creepy thing seems to be like this old woman. So basically it's about this woman, right? She's like a single mom. She's been like divorced. Her ex-husband's like a douche, I'm assuming. Just from like the small introduction that we've gotten, he seems like a douchebag. Anyway, she's like working this shitty job and she can barely like keep up, right? Like they keep getting on her ass. They're like on her about being like late, and they're just like, you need to like be better at your job. Why aren't you better at your job? And she's like, I'm a fucking single mom. Like I don't know what you want from me. And they're like, well, maybe you should like leave your personal life at home. They're literally the fucking worst. Anyway, so she gets this new assignment, this new thing from work. I'm pretty sure she's like a care worker. And they tell her like, go to this house, right? To care for this old woman. Her name is Florence. And she lives in this like beautiful house. Beautiful, gorgeous garden. But on the inside, it's like dark. It's dank, right? And Florence lives in fucking filth. Florence is like 80 fucking 5 and she has like dementia. So our main character, I forget her name honestly, Sonia, I don't know. She shows up at Florence's house and she's like, the fuck is all of this, dude? And the other care worker who just got off her shift, who's also like a total bitch, is like, that's just like the way the house is. It's like how Florence likes it. We meet Florence, right? It's described as this like black figure, right? This like looming crunched figure in this wheelchair, and she's sort of just like staring out the fucking window, just blank, you know, like looking at her garden. Our main character sees that she has what I think was like straps or something on the wheelchair to like hold her down, and our main character is like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is so fucked, dude, this whole thing. And she's like, listen, you don't fucking get it, dude. This bitch is old, but she's fucking quick, okay? She will get you if you let her. Then our main character, she kneels down next to Florence and she's like, love your garden, it's so beautiful. She's like looking directly at Florence, right? And Florence is just and she's like, your garden is beautiful. I wish my daughter was here to see it. If she did, she would say like, I bet fairies live here. And Florence like turns her head, like looks at her and then like looks back. And the moment our main character Sonia, Cindy, Wendy follows Florence's gaze, Florence fucking bats her, like fucking hits her across the fucking head and takes her hair and starts like fucking, girl, death grip in her hair, just shaking her fucking head. Takes two of them to get this old woman out of like her bony fucking gnarly fingers out of this woman's hair. So they do. When our main character again comes close enough to Florence, Florence literally backhands her again. There's something not right with fucking Florence. And like, I don't think it's like just the fact that she's got dementia. I don't think it's just the fact that she is like old or senile. I think there's something else, because also what was described in the house was like this like mountain. Okay, you know when you're a kid and you build a fort in like your living room out of sheets and chairs and stuff like that, and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna live here for the rest of my life, like that kind of vibe. But imagine you're not using sheets and blankets and pillows. Instead, maybe you're using trash, or newspapers or boxes. Like, that's what's in the middle of this house, is this like fort type of thing, but made out of junk. Like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, I also read that, and I'm enjoying it more than I'm enjoying Woom. I do want to finish Woom at least today. Oh, so cute. I might also go to the mall, maybe and like go to the bookstore there. I don't know. I don't have that much planned for today. I'm gonna go get dressed though, and then I think I'm gonna head out to the cafe. So. To leave for the cafe in a moment. I just figured I should let you know what I'm thinking so far of Woom. I have about an hour left. I don't understand the point of the novel. It's just these two people telling each other stories about this hotel, specifically this one room. I think room 106. I don't know if I understand. I also don't know what the main character wants. Like, he keeps referencing like what he's gonna do to her later. I don't know. I feel as though he's gonna try to like put like a baby inside of her or something. But I don't mean like have sex with her. I mean like actually try to put a baby inside of her. I don't know why I think that, but that's what I think is gonna happen. I have no reason to. It's just like the vibe I get. That's so stupid. I also kind of feel like all of the stories that he's telling, I think they're all about him. I think he's like, yeah, it's about like my friends. No, I think it's about him. I think he had a girlfriend who got addicted to heroin, etc, etc, etc. Nothing too crazy has happened. Or nothing really that's like made me like, oh, you know? I will say though, trigger warning for like the mention of rape, and then also for an at-home abortion. If you don't want to read about these things, don't read this book. Don't do it. So far, it's like fine. And I know that later on I'm probably going to feel like a fucking idiot, because I'm probably going to be like, well, that was fucked up, what the fuck. But right now I'm like, it's like interesting. I don't hate it, but I'm not living, laughing, or loving. Do you know what I mean? I think when I get to the cafe, I think I'm going to switch over to the Vessel and read a little bit of that, because I really want to know more about Florence and her fucked up house. And I also want to hear more about the single mom and her child. I literally don't remember their names. I'm also thinking about going to the bookstore again, maybe. I already go so often. It's like, why not just go again? You know, like what's the harm? What's the harm in just going one more time? Well, you know? So I might go one more time. That's my update. That's what I'm going with for the day. I have all 4 cats sleeping on my bed, and it is so fucking cute. I need to make my bed. My bed looks like shit, but they're all sleeping and it's so cute. Anyway, okay. Bye. See you in a second. the same spot that I was last time I spoke to you. But I swear to God, an entire day has passed. I need to talk to you about The Vessel. Because I was reading it while I was eating my cake and having a coffee in that little cafe, which by the way was so cute. I'm totally going back. I listened to a little bit of Woom. It was very much meh. I think I have like 35 minutes left of the audiobook. But I don't really want to finish it because I really don't care. Like, the characters don't really speak to me. The fat girl, whose name I forget, Charlotte, is that her name? She's a bad bitch, but I don't really give a fuck because I also feel like he's gonna kill her. And I just like, ugh, not interested. I'm like kind of bored. But the fucking Vessel, dude. The Vessel? If you have Kindle Unlimited, go check out this fucking book because it's really, really fucking good. So, the main character, whose name is Jess, by the way, and then her daughter's name is Izzy. And then we have Florence. Good old fucking Florence. I'm so confused. Okay, first of all, I don't know what's going on with Florence. Like, is this her dementia? Is this something supernatural? The way that the book is being told, it's almost as if like the house has this like supernatural presence, you know what I mean? Like, the house is almost its own character. There's specifically like one part of a chapter that was like from the point of view of the house. So I'm wondering if the house is really what's like haunted or possessed or whatever, or if it's Flo, or if there's nothing, if Flo is just an old woman with dementia. Like, I don't know. Jess, she goes back to work. She has to work the nights. She has to work overnight, right? And she has nobody to watch her kid, Izzy. So she takes Izzy with her to Flo's. And originally, I was like, this is a bad fucking idea. Like, this is bad parenting. I'm sorry. Like, I know you're a single mom. I know it's hard, but like at the same time, like, this woman is violent. This woman could potentially harm your child, and you're gonna take her with you to work? That seems crazy. My roommate just got home. I was like really worried. I was like, Izzy's gonna get slapped. Izzy's gonna be fucking bitch slapped. That's what's gonna fucking happen. Flo, her face lights up with joy. And Jess sees this and is like, I'm fucking suspicious of you. I'm suspicious of you, bitch. Don't fuck with me. So Florence is like, Mom. She takes her old hand and tries to reach out for Izzy, and Izzy it's like, Jess is like, no, don't you dare fucking go close to that woman. Don't go close to that woman. Stay away from her. Arm's length. All like, she's like, no. And I was like, yes, that's good. Keep that kid away from that fucking woman. She's gonna fucking hurt her. Jess has to go do something, so she leaves the room. When she comes back, fucking Izzy, first of all, of course, is holding the woman's hand. I mean, and like, first of all, I was like, of course, this fucking kid would be told multiple times, like, this is dangerous, don't go near this woman. And then of course she would go near the woman. Like, what else is gonna happen? She goes back into the room and fucking Izzy's holding hands with Florence. Like they're fucking besties or something. And Florence has like a look of like peace on her fucking face. So Jess is like, okay, this seems fine, but weird, suspicious for sure, but okay. I, the reader, am like, why is she such a fucking nightmare towards Jess? Like fucking slapping her, grabbing her hair, spitting in her fucking face. But then when it comes to the child, all happy, smiles and stuff. What? As the reader, I am like confused. Florence, why are you attacking adult women, specifically like Jess, but not children? Also, the woman who works the other shift was like fucking Florence didn't sleep at all after your shift. Like, she didn't even fucking eat. Like, what the fuck did you do to this lady? And I'm like, what did you do to this lady? Like, this lady immediately fucking hated you. Like, what is going on? I'm suspicious. I'm gonna keep reading because I really want to know what's gonna happen. Also, before I do that, actually, I went to the bookstore, as you probably saw, and I bought a few things. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go to the bookstore, and then I did, and I was like, I'm here. Why not buy a few things? I was looking at these and I was like, I'm not gonna read them right away. I don't need them. But I want them. So I got the second book Valor, which is the second book of The Faithful and the Fallen by John Gwynne. I bought Malice at the beginning of this readathon, and now I have the second book, which is Valor. Do I need this? No. Am I going to read this series anytime soon? Like within the next like month? No, because I'm reading his other series. But I wanted it because I was like, how pretty would it look on my shelves next to the first book? Like, you can judge me. That's totally fair. But just know that I judge myself harder. Also, though, who am I talking to? Like, literally, you're no better than me, okay? I know that. I know you're no better than me. I know that you're sitting there being like, we've all done it. Like, I know. Anyway, and then I also picked up another John Gwynne book. Listen, again, am I going to read this? No. So this is A Time of Dread by John Gwynne. This is part of the Of Blood and Bone series. This is the first book from the research I've done. And by like literally just looking at his Goodreads is what I mean. I know that he has 3 series. This one and then the other one I think is complete. And now he's doing the Bloodsworn. So I was like, it's just convenient. It's just convenient for me to have them. Like, it's very important. Listen, I don't believe me. You don't believe me. No one believes me. But it's what I'm telling you. So I bought this and I'm not even sorry. This one sounds really cool though. Literally just this first part of the paragraph convinced me. I was like, okay, I'm buying it. It says on the back, brave the shadows, wield the sword. A race of warrior angels, Ben Ilum, once vanquished a mighty demon horde. Now they rule the banished lands, but their peace is brutally enforced. Listen, all I needed was angels and demons, and like I'm in. Like angel demon fantasy moments, I'm in. Am I becoming a John Gwynne stan? Yes. That's the end. That's the end. What if the video just like cut to black? Just like that's the end of the vlog. I'm obsessed with this man. Like, I'm not even fucking joking. I'm halfway through his other book. I'm currently doing a reading vlog for it. I'm currently doing a reading vlog for Shadow of the Gods. So I'm halfway through it. I had to put it on hold for these vlogs. But I'm telling you that I'm a fucking obsessed with it. Like, I fucking love it so much. I can't even tell you. I love it so much. It's just the natural progression of things. Why am I still trying to convince you? Anyway, I thought about buying the Rachel Harrison book, like the new one, but it was $37. $37. And I was like, no, because I bought these 2 books for $35 because I had like a little bit of like a little coupon or whatever. I'm gonna read. I think I am going to DNF Woom. I don't think I'm interested. It was okay. Anyway. Okay, I look a mess, but this Florence bitch is, you know, the story of Hansel and Gretel, you know, like the one about the kids who go into the forest and they find that witch's house, and the witch is like super nice, and she's like, hey, I like love you guys, you guys like want candy or whatever. That's what Florence reminds me of. This like well-meaning, kind witch who in the end is going to bake children into a pie. I don't know if that's what Adam Neville is going for, but like that's the vibe it gives me. And I don't trust this bitch at all. I think, personally, this is just me, I think she's a witch. And I think somehow Izzy has like, I don't know, like given her powers or reinvigorated her powers or something. Like something has happened with the arrival of Jess and Izzy. I don't know what, but it's suspicious. There's like all of these like weird things around her house, like twigs and like fucking twig people or twig circles or like wooden bowls or like human teeth or shriveled up pairs of what seems to be like either eyeballs or like testicles or something. Like it's just weird shit. weird witchy shit. Not only that, but like I think she's like teaching Izzy how to do these things as well. I'm really fucking liking it. I really fucking like it. But I think I'm gonna leave the vlog here. I'm gonna start editing the video because also my roommate is making nachos downstairs and I really want to eat some. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched all the way through, I hope you had a beautiful Halloween. Happy Halloween and Merry Christmas. You guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit subscribe because we talk about spooky shit, we talk about creepy shit, we talk about my cats and Florence and shit. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great, amazing, beautiful day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Florence is fucking wild. Florence, old people are scary. And like, I don't want to be rude, but like, old people are creepy. Or they can be creepy, rather. Like, kids and old people, same degree of creepiness. Or rather, same potential for creepiness. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Anyway.